You're here early. Sometimes it's good to be early. But our show starts at a specific time. You should remember that. Let's get started then, shall we?
Dillon, I don't give a fuck what you think about it co-hosting, freshen up my show.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person to make a statement.
My show's about the people's podcast. Everyone has a voice. I don't need a fucking co-host. Go listen to one of the other 5,000 shows with a co-host because they don't have a goddamn mouth like the big guy and can fucking talk all day long. Now let me concentrate on this game, whooping this little fella ass.
Opie, are you a career killer with Tim Sabian, yourself, and many others?
Be myself. Never had real issues with those people. They just understood that I was a different bird. The rest of them, though, I'm like, oh, shut up. I'm paying your salary because the ratings are so good, so shut up. And let me do my thing.
Hey,
Live from somewhere, it's
Dillon.
It is another episode of Co-Host Audition. I am your co-host, Dillon, and we are back with Greg Opie Hughes today. And I, as always, am dressed as Club Soda Kenny because that is the person who was the kindest to Opie for the longest and the last person that his mentally unwell brain told him was no good for him, despite the fact that all that Kenny did for him. I hope you can remember the good days, Ope, because me and Kenny, we're looking out for you. We've got your back, Opie. And the last episode of Opie's co-host audition got more views than any other episode. Which one are you sharing? Got more views than any other episode that I had by a margin of about 20 times. So, of course, we are going right back to that well. And as we take a look at Opie's page, his YouTubes, he is deleting them. We only have one choice of what to go with today, but that does mean that our original episode has more views. Our original episode has more views than the parent episode of Opie's on YouTube. So it's a celebration, folks. We did it. All it took was about 2 months, and we have already overtaken the host with more views. We did it. What a celebration. We have got more views on our last episode than Opie has on the parent video. Hopefully we can do it again. It'll be easy if he deletes it as he did the other one. But on to the show. We are doing this episode right here. It aired earlier today. It is the only episode left on YouTube. Opie, who is your marketing head? Is it yourself? Fire that guy for telling you to only have these videos available on Facebook Live. That's not the medium to gain an audience. And Opie was going on and on about someone from America's Got Talent. And, it gets a little tedious. Just minutes after minutes, like 15 minutes of talking about the same person, busting the same person's balls, or just talking about them in general. It gets a bit tedious, and I hope that this ends soon and we get to a new topic. Oh, yeah, we do have someone to hear from. Homer, what do you think about us beating Opie by default on Opie Co-Host? Actually, both episodes, Opie Co-Host episode 1 and 2. Homer Simpson, what do you think about us having more views than Opie does on YouTube?
Default! Woohoo! The two sweetest words in the English language. Default! Default! Default!
Where'd you get that anyway?
Sent away.
and we are sending away to be the co-host for Opie today, and hopefully in the future as well. Take it away, Opester.
Long story short, she walks on the stage.
Oh, shit. Am I on mute? I don't know if you all are hearing that, but I am not hearing that in my ears, and I think I see why. Well, we are going to vamp for a minute while I try to figure out why I can't hear it. I don't know if you folks can hear it. Maybe I just need to get rid of all these and bring them back in. Do I have a well, I imagine the TikToks also aren't going to be with us very well. Let's give one of those a shot. Nope, not hearing that one either. Gonna have to close it. And that's why we are the co-host. We rely on our host to get us through the hard times. We kind of sort of know what we're doing, but sometimes we are just silly gooses over here. And I believe, no, that's not bringing it up either. Well, this could be a disaster of an episode. Put the headphone down, put it back in. It was working just fine before we went. Yes, there it is. Network got it up and running in 2 hours. We did it, folks. Team Carl. And now we just need to present all that again after we got that all figured out. I'll have to go back and see if you folks heard it, because I sure as shit didn't. And as you saw the Bluetooth in my ear, I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this. I don't think I need the headphones and the Bluetooth, but a month and a half in on it, and I'm not the technical guy. Hopefully we will get Scott, the engineer, in here to check it out soon enough. Take it away, Opester.
Is it okay to have two dads in America? Of course.
There was a sitcom all about it. Then she went on to be in Step by Step with a mom and a dad. So, that doesn't speak well for two dads, does it?
Of course it is. So then I guess it wasn't as creepy anymore for whatever reason. Something opened up and it was, it was okay to adopt her. Long story short, she walks on the stage.
The stage.
She was like,
Opie's
like
trying not to do that. I don't think anymore.
Susan Boyle opened up the doors for all the monsters.
Hopefully they were double wide doors.
Come on, you gotta let me
look at us making fat jokes at talented women.
But before that, before the Susan Boyle, you had to be a pretty little face with a talent. You had to have both. Oh, you have a great talent, but you don't have the pretty face. And then Susan Boyle marches out there.
Susan the Boyle, as seen on Futurama. Can't wait for those new episodes coming up soon. They had a perfect ending. They've had a great finale every single time. And I imagine they'll do it again. Those are some fun writers. The Comedy Central batch had some good people in it, but not everyone was as good as the Fox version. That was the apex. The Comedy Central version had some good episodes, but the quality dropped just slightly, maybe an A- or a B+, rather than the A+ that the Fox seasons were. Not bad, just not of the exact quality. Close, but no cigar in the twat.
Looking like a damn ogre. And just kicked open the door for all the other people that might not be the pretty people, the beautiful people.
Oh, are we doing Forrest Gump now?
Are
we going to sing The Beautiful People as Forrest Gump? The beautiful people. I don't even know anything but the chorus, so I'm fucked on helping you out there right now, Opie.
Already kind of tearing up,
Wow.
And then she just belts out a song like an angel. She's just...
And I don't want you, and I don't need you. The beautiful people.
Crushing it. They give her a standing ovation. The judges are crying. She's crying. She can only wipe her tears like this with her wrists. And then they gave her the damn golden buzzer. And then I look at my wife. I'm not crying. Are you crying? Of course I'm crying. I can tell you that. Of course I'm crying.
Very emotional episode of AGT. What did you think of the Howard years of America's Got Talent, Opie? Were you a big fan and emotional when you saw Howard on network television?
Actually, I think they're just going to roll out heads. Eventually, they're just going to roll out a head. What's your story? Well, what do you think my story is, Simon?
Oh, see, now we're riffing on Futurama. They're just rolling out heads in a jar. We got a thing going here, Ope.
They're going to place the head on like a pedestal.
In a
Is that
jar.
how you say that word? And then,
It's been established. The heads go in a jar. Then the jar can go on the pedestal.
Ever. And then the head's gonna win the AGT, and then you're gonna have to go to Vegas to see the head. That's where all this is leading to.
I go to Vegas for head. Doesn't everybody?
So cheers to the AG to the T, getting the tears flowing last night. I'm here, brother. Well, I like that $1.99.
Oh, it's Hogan.
Cheers to I am here.
Is that the
brother.
same Hulk Hogan that was featured on Jocktober that perpetrated 9/11? Those were some fun photoshops. I just watched that Jocktober video. Fun stuff. Those
So I was up,
raids
like I
on
said, a little
Facebook
after 5,
pages.
and I'm like,
Remember when you had fun, Opie? Are you having fun now? He always says he's having fun in the moment. I know someone just the opposite of Opie who is just miserable in the moment and then talking about it years later. Man, that was such a great time. And is like, no, I was there. You were having a bad time. I was having a blast. You were pissed at me for having a blast.
Shower. I got the mosquito bites. I got seaweed basically in my hair from my late afternoon swim.
How about ground weed?
And
we can go to Reef in Vegas and get us some ground weed.
Decide, I'm a weirdo. I need everything really hot. So I was taking a very, very hot shower. This was right around 6 a.m. I left the door open.
Good time for a shower.
No one's up, so I don't want to let my freak flag
I've been
fly.
taking my shower,
Really hot shower.
right after I make my coffee. So it cools down.
Door open, door to the bathroom open. I don't give a crap, right?
Ooh, look at him. Opie has got an active chat room. Nice going, Opie. I've only had an active chat room once. I kept last episode going for about an extra 5 minutes since we had an active chat. You have got one up on me, Opie. Let's combine forces so I can get some of that sweet regular chat.
Don't go creep. What happened was, you know what? I don't want you to answer that because you're not responsible to. You're not responsible enough to answer that question properly. You're just not.
The Creep Off Ripoff show is in development. It will debut after the end of Stuttering John's Shuley Detractor show. It is looking less and less likely like John will come and take the host seat. There has been a terrible mistake. Stuttering John did block me on Twitter. He must have meant to retweet me and blocked me instead. As I've said, that's the only theory I have. If he did it on purpose, he has to be upset about the fight card. And John, I'm just being logical when I say do not fight a fresh man every round. Fight one man in a boxing match sanctioned
Don't answer that question.
by the state.
The answer is that because I like my showers really hot. I mean, this is all the way hot, right? This is all the way hot. That's my shower setting right there. That's all the way.
Jump.
Hey, Wayne Buatkins, how are you? All right, and we got Detroit by Dark. Hey, Oppenheimer. Can I get a shout out for my friend Anita?
Is that his nickname? He's got to know Oppenheimer by now. Michio Kaku was came on the Opie and Anthony show several times. That was one of the bumpers to the show of Michio Kaku attempting to make a promo for Opie and Anthony, and he kept saying Opie and Anthony because of Oppenheimer. That's so is Opie the Oppenheimer now?
Whoa!
So?
Wow! Is this your new bit every morning with one of those crazy names? Wow! I got to get you off the big screen, but thanks for continuing your bit, Detroit by Dark, and thanks for the $5.
I can't tell if Opie is entertained or aggravated by Anita dicking me.
I greatly appreciate that. Gotta love those New York steam alarms. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm not complaining. And then I'm just like naked outside the shower with a towel, just doing the woo. No, I'm just
the woo. Opie was a Zack Ryder fan.
Come on. And then
he's going by Matt Cardona now. He's on the independent scene with like a jillion titles. And he's got a hot wife.
They couldn't go back to sleep. That's just great. That's just great. Robert to the spawn. I always like when the smoke detector battery starts dying in the middle of the night. You're 100% right.
My smoke battery never dies in the middle of the night because it annoys me. I hit it with a hammer and I never hear from it again.
And what do we all do, Robert Spawn? What do we all do? You're sleeping, right? My eyes are closed behind these glasses. Sleeper, right?
Behind glasses. Those look like dollar store glasses, Op. You're a millionaire and you've got dollar store glasses.
Now you're wandering around, but at first you really believe you could sleep through the beep in the middle of the night. And then
this is a whole thing.
It's obvious you can't, and then you're just a ball of fury.
I gave my opinion. I'm done on the topic. I'm ready to move on, but please go on.
Trying to get no one has a step ladder, so you're on a rickety chair. That's good. You're half asleep on a rickety chair trying to change the batteries. And then in my case, what the hell's that? Dogs? And then in
your case, is it the case from Pulp Fiction? What is that gold? Is it gold? Is it a soul?
My case, I pulled the wrong wire and then it sets off the whole house.
Well, you shouldn't have a bomb. You should you cut the wrong wire, Ope. I missed a good Command Shift 3 there, but I got a really nice one of you for next episode already.
Never during the day, never when you're wide awake after a cup of coffee or a couple cups of coffee, I should say. And you're ready for action. No, middle of the night.
I like your Long Island accent, Ope.
You hear
coffee. I saw the sign.
I bet you Theo Von's talking about better stuff. I mean, if he's
is he live now too? He's crushing.
Fifth best podcast.
Theo Von has a good thing going now. He got away from that trash fire Brendan Schaub just in time. Oh, what a fun last show that was that they did together. Just arms crossed, pissed off at one another. They cross paths. Brendan Schaub going down, down, down. Theo going up, up, up. Oh, Shabby. I wish you did a solo show. I'd have you on here. Maybe I could do the Fighter and the Kid. We'll see.
In all the land. He must be talking about amazing stuff. Way better stuff than this. Damn broadcasting world, isn't it?
And Theo Von says it with his southern accent. I like his southern accent more than your in and out. Wow, that's a shitty Theo Von impression. I got to work on that. Cancel that. I will debut my Theo Von impression later. Maybe I should just go. Nope. Canceling that joke before it even gets too far out of my mouth.
It isn't fair. I'll tell you that right now.
Stink.
Yo, Ope, do you remember the 90s? I sure do remember the 90s.
Thank you, Waver, for getting in that plug for Yo, Remember the 90s with Cardiff Electric and El Horrible. Second episode coming at some point.
Brennan, the link. Hold on. Day 2 of you don't give me the link, I give you the link. So day 2, let's send it to Kevin Brennan. He didn't respond yesterday at all.
I looked ahead. Link. Brennan doesn't respond today either.
Link.
Ope does get a guest eventually. I suppose we'll just go by him real quickly at the end because we are looking for just a one-on-one here, if we can help it, to show you how our dynamic would work together.
Wait, here's your link. Why doesn't this want to do this properly? All right. Okay, here's your link. All right. Kevin Brennan's on the clock. I just gave him the link. And then, I kind of wanted Stuttering John on because he was kind of he was smoking.
Oh, yeah, we're all going for that big Stuttering John rub. He is back and better than ever, baby, at 90 minutes at a time, not 3 fucking hours. He's going to be broadcasting about an hour after I'm done here, and I will bet good fucking money it is closer to 3 hours than 90 minutes.
Smoking hot in the podcast wars.
Over under 3 hours even. He's going to go 3 hours, 6 minutes. Oh, boy, 90 minutes, Ope. Only Red Bar may go 8 hours a day. And even that, I'd rather if he went 2.
Let me try to get the Stuttering John on, see what the hell's going on with him, And I sent him the link the last week.
That was gross, wasn't
off
it?
And on,
Sorry,
and
folks.
He completely ignores me. And then I get a. I'll give you all the inside scoop. I don't care. Then I get a DM yesterday, like, "Hey man, you want to come on my show today?" I'm like,
"Oh, you were playing Dungeons and Dragons. What'd your DM say to you?"
No, I don't. I go, "I'm on right now." I said this right before I turned this on. I'm on right now. Here's the link. You can't blow me off and ignore me, and then ask me to be on your show. See, the problem is with the super chats. The super chat.
Well, you see, the problem with Brennan, we can go to Christian Bale about the problem with Brennan.
It's the second time that he doesn't give a fuck.
I guess you got to move on. It's the second time. Meanwhile, it's the third time John does not give a fuck about the sister show to Hypocrisy Police this past week on Stuttering John's Shuley Detractor Show. John is being a deadbeat dad to the sister show of the Hypocrisy Police. And John, it needs your attention. It's not going to live past this summer if you don't come and help it out.
Chats on YouTube especially. Look, I noticed the people that give me stars on Facebook as well, and it certainly motivates me to continue doing this.
So stars on Facebook, I believe they were worth about a penny a piece when someone looked into them. I have so that's where Opie is focusing this show. This show is home. It's on YouTube for a little bit. Then he puts it behind the paywall like the awful MLC model, and he lets it live on Facebook Live for more stars for a penny a piece. Opie. So, some of you boomers on the internet.
Yeah, I think I made $11 so far today. That's huge.
Potatoes.
I bet you.
Flavor is a friend of the Dabbleverse for sure.
$11 a day every time he does his damn live stream or podcast.
Talk about the potato.
The problem is with the super chats being so hot right now, no one wants to go on anyone else's show because they want all the super chat money. That's what is happening right now, which is ridiculous.
Well, you kind of do want to do it for income because I've got to get a real job after the summer is over if this doesn't become any type of monetized, which is a good time to get to our shill segment. Please like, subscribe, share, get in the live chat, hit those notification buttons when you subscribe, and then more people will see this show. I will get monetized quicker, and I will not have to go back to an awful job at some point in the fall. I could keep on doing this. I will have to scale back. I'll keep on doing this regardless, but I'll just scale it back a bit. Rather than 5 days a week, we will do 3, 4. Those ASMR streams are pretty fucking easy. And I'm going to keep throwing that shit at the wall for a while because why the fuck not? I am so disappointed the ASMR stream has more views than the Donkey Lips co-host audition. I'm definitely doing another episode of Donkey Lips and no one's going to see it. So it's just for me.
Friends, looks like it's going to be a nice day at the beach today. Yeah, man. Well, we really need, there's a flag to my right. I'll tell you.
Hey. We don't say that word in 2023, hey.
You go this way. Almost every house has an American flag. Almost every house.
Right, well, it can't be a Russian flag because they don't exist in Russia. Putin told us so.
I try not to show everybody's houses and stuff because they like their privacy. But trust me on this. This way.
Really, these people with these rich houses who have their own section of private beach want their privacy? Who would have thunk?
American flag after American flag after American flag. This way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the dividing line. Mm-hmm. This way, there's not one to be seen.
So
not a one.
Are you this?
Not a one to be seen. So
are you the start or the end? There we go. Command Shift 3. Are you the start or the end of the American flag? Do you have the flag out? Are you not being a flagged, Obi? You should be flying the American flag.
Oh, my point is, when I look at the American flag, who is my neighbor, who is the retired NYPD guy, not regular NYPD.
Is that Artie's NYPD buddy? Oh boy,
not a one.
Oh, now I've got to go listen to some Artie stories about his corrupt cop buddy, and no, I'm just rambling because I can't remember any of the stories. So this isn't fascinating or interesting in any way. Go on.
Right now it's like it's barely moving. That means that means it could be like Green Flies Day. Oh, do I got problems out here? Are we dealing with green-headed flies today?
Flies. As the stream goes on, he gets more extreme with his Opie.
I never attempted that. Look, Dirty Delish. Will you just change your name to Dirty Delish?
Nope.
I guess
that's another buddy from the Ooh, I'm gonna have to get in these live streams, aren't I? There's a lot of familiar faces in there.
Bathing suits.
Or familiar names, rather. Some of them familiar faces. I mean, it was DabbleCon. Why I got into this world of live chatting. I was disappointed to not be really a part of the community of people who had been getting familiar for months and months, maybe even years in the live chats. But I did make my impression as the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast. I really thought there was going to be more people dressed up as the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast at Stuttering John's big convention, or the big convention for Stuttering John. Could have easily made $20,000 in Venmos and money, John, if you would have just came and take pictures with us. Nope, had to miss out on the DabbleCon fun.
Banana hammock, hell nah. I joke about it with my kids, and they're like, "Dad,
I'm feeling another leap." But he is talking to a lot of dabblers, so that's fun. Like, yeah, let's leap.
Look at that. This ain't sweat. This is like lotion. But I'm not chasing him. He's chasing me. He's chasing me. And he cancels every single time. I almost want to do a bit or a video with all the cancellations from Mike Bichetti and just have it roll like the opening scene of Star Wars.
So Bichetti is a slow adult, right? Is he just awkward? Something seems wrong, but he was a TV writer, so he did My Dream. I've did a little bit of dream jobbing in Los Angeles for about 4 years, but Bichetti, he was a television writer for like a decade or more, wasn't he? So he's got that over me. I can make fun of him all I want.
Let's say hi
Bichetti
to
was a television writer,
today.
I believe. Almost positive.
I didn't even know I was wearing my Genesee Beer Tay shirt. I got this when I went to Rochester with Carl Ruiz.
You were in Rochester too? You should have came to DabbleCon, Ope. Oh man, I think Opie is making an appearance in the Dabbleverse tonight. We shall see. He kind of dips his toe into it, and then his crazy brain tells him that everyone's against him, and he retreats into his house. Come on, Ope, overcome that crazy brain. We'll work on Sarah Silverman tomorrow. I have a life plan for Sarah Silverman, but Ope, complete opposite advice of Howard Stern, actually. Howard, stop going to therapy. You've been going there for decades and it's done nothing. Do something different. Opie, go to therapy. Work out that hedge maze that is your crazy brain to get back and have some fun with us. This is the grandson of Jocktober. We would like to say hello and be your buddy, Ope, if your crazy brain would just let you do so.
Have it scrolling all the times he canceled last minute. And remember, I'm going to say it again. I'm not chasing him. I'm not asking him to be on the live stream. I used to, but I had to give up on him. But he continues to reach out to me to be on this.
Thank you, annoyed Wawa supervisor. 1 dad, 2 dads, no dads. Everyone's welcome down here at Wawa. Just another reminder that Hoagie Fest ends Sunday, July 16th, down here at your local Wawa. I miss Wawa.
This thing, and then we'll cancel last minute every single damn time. Every single time. All right, so that's the story, Mike. That's why I wasn't
supervisor. I love you.
I kind of knew I wasn't. I kind of made other plans.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor and Mr. Kill Everything are my favorite Opie chatters. Oh my God. Yeah, I got to get in on this shit.
If you want to know the truth, my wife's like, "Wait, aren't you supposed to talk to Mike today at 2?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, I do know." I'm like, "All right," and then. There's a lot of
this is why I schedule first dates at the pinball bar. If they don't show up, I've got pinball. Yeah, you're gonna schedule Boschetti, have a show planned in place of it because Boschetti gonna Boschetti and first date's gonna flake. So we have got medieval madness to keep us occupied if that doesn't happen.
A lot of giggling in the house when the message came in that he was canceling again. Annoyed Wawa supervisor, 1 dad, 2 dads, no dads. Everyone welcome down here at Wawa. Just a reminder, excuse me,
he said it.
That Hoagie Fest ends this Sunday, July 16th, down here at your local Wawa. Annoyed Wawa supervisor. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, hit that like button. I've given you some good stuff already today. Hit the damn like.
No wonder you made. Oh, excuse me. What the fuck was that? No wonder you made Anthony do all of the promos. What kind of a read was that? Here. This you can give me the Anthony position again. I kind of stumbled my first time. So let's go for a second time. Should it be this voice or should it be Casey Kasem? Something will come out. One dad, two dad, no dad. Everyone's welcome down here at Wawa. Just a reminder that Hoagie Fest ends this Sunday, July 16th, down at your local Wawa. Ooh, it's still going on. Yay, I've got time.
Yeah, hit that like button. I've given you the there. Can you do me a favor? Stop parading our world leader, the leader of the free world, around other world leaders, because it makes our country look incredibly weak when he's shuffling around. I'm about to see another video where they go, no, this way, this.
It's a weekend at Bernie's routine, Opie. It's a weekend at Joey's until something different happens. Like, that's why I'm convinced that the company man of all company men is going to take his night-night pill sometime this fall so that President Black Lady will have a chance at re-election. Who the fuck is voting for weekend at Joey's? We see it happening.
And then he turns awkwardly and shuffles in the right direction. Whoever is leading us for real, whoever that is it the dark net? Who is it? Who is it? Is it Westworld? Are we part of Westworld? I think we're part of Westworld.
Well, you're not part of Westwood 1 anymore. That's for damn sure. You really bungled that one, didn't you, Ope? You got the man who hired you fired. You probably got a whole department fired with that garbage that you presented as a show. We could do a podcast out in the middle of a busy restaurant. It'll be great. Yeah, that sound is great for an audio show, Opie.
Stop.
But you've been doing radio since you were 18, and I've been doing it for a month and a half. Well, not even radio, horseshit live streaming, but variation. So I guess you know best, Opie.
With other world leaders, you can't do that. Don't do that to us anymore. I did send Kevin Brennan the link. This is day 2 sending Kevin Brennan the link to be on my live stream.
Keep on sending it.
You know, Zelensky's all pissed off because he wants to be accepted into NATO, and I'm one of these guys. I'll tell you, I'm supporting the Ukraine over the Russia. I think you have to. Why? Oh, I don't know. I just feel it.
Oh, look at Opie taking a side. Holy shit! What world are we living in?
And Zelensky's, he's at NATO because he wants to join NATO. And you're not joining NATO. You're not. You're one of those unfortunate countries. We did this, but I'll do it again.
Let's get up to that long one.
I ain't saying that, turd. I ain't.
No, I won't say it. I won't say it. I'm quoting Bobo. I got to be quoting Bobo when they told him, "This is your last show, Bobo." I'm going down the Opie and Anthony rabbit hole here. I imagine most people watching this have a certain familiarity with Opie and Anthony, and they tortured that poor slow adult. But yeah, I do feel like it was on the proper line of including him without actually torturing him. Like some people say, how dare you take advantage of Bobo and High Pitch Eric and all these Gary the Conqueror, if you will. But there is a certain line of, we want to make them feel included. We want to have fun with them. And hopefully you stay on that line of making them feel included, having fun with them, goofing on them, with them, ball busting, without being just a complete twat about it.
Saying that, Jumbo,
like someone else that we know who is just very exploitative and does not know the difference of being a friend and just being exploitive to the people who come on his show.
Morrison, you and Ann need to make. Do I really, Jimbo? Do I really need to make peace with Anthony? I made peace. And he decided to, I ain't doing this again. You know what? I will give you a whole rant on this if you give me.
Yes, do it. We love this rant, Ope. Then you can cut it up, make a clip out of it, and get many views.
I ain't making peace with that guy. I'm at peace. It only comes up on the live streams. The rest of my day is free. Trust me on that. So, I do an hour live stream. I get a guy like Jimbo that obviously hasn't paid attention in the last God knows how many years of this.
Okay, he's right on the edge of going on this rant about Anthony and just talking about going on this rant about Anthony. Come on, Ope, go for it. Go for it. You can cut this clip up and get thousands of views. Do it.
Point. You need to. No, I don't need to do anything. How about that? How about that? And the rest of the day, we just skip through our day, not even thinking about him. You go think about it.
Moving on. Damn, he
We're
was
all
right
in
there
very
driving
creative
into it.
fields. What
Swerved.
what do all your brothers and sisters do for a living? We're all in like creative fields.
I'm looking out for you, Ope. I'm your associate producer. I could be your associate producer. I'd earn my producer stripes. Looks like you and that guy who was making the thumbnails for your channel had a falling out. I could make the thumbnails. I could pick out your clips. I would earn my stripes as a producer. No, I wouldn't. You'd fire me. You'd get pissed off at me. Your crazy brain would tell you that I'm working against you, which if you watch these, you'll probably jump to that conclusion and never hire me as your associate producer. But you used to bust balls, Ope. Remember when you used to bust balls and get upset about the people who got upset about the ball busting? Remember, Opie?
My brother's a very good cartoonist. I got a brother, that runs a restaurant. I got another brother that's he's a marine biologist.
I got a brother, Dale. I got another brother, Daryl.
I got a brother that Wall Street guy type of guy. I'm trying to be more vague. And then my older sister, I think at this point she was like in the service industry down there in Florida. She did very, very well, but I think she's sort of
the service industry at truck stops. Was your sister in that service industry, Opie? In the service industry that Las Vegas is known for? It's too populated to get that type of server in Vegas legally, but they're there.
Sort of retired or working very minimal hours these days. And my other sister is kind of in between.
Darlena, my other sister, Darlena.
Doing this and that. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody.
You're so old. You're having trouble recalling all your siblings, and there's way too many of you because your mother was a trashy person who just pumped them out.
One brother was on Wall Street. And then he got the hell out of there, and he does a lot of that stuff from home now. Let's just put it that way. But besides him, man, none of us, one of 7, 8, 9 kids, none of us, except for my one brother, ever wore a tie to go to work. And I thank my daddy for that.
I do not have a tie within.
He told all of us, you know what, man, find something you like doing because you're going to have to do it for a very, very long time. And I got that message as a kid. And I thank him every day for that message. Theo will be talking about his tangential.
Keep on going. Keep on trying. Wow, this is like a Bob Levy bit.
Are you saying the word at home and waiting for me to say it too? Thoughts.
Tangential.
And the audience is left to connect the thought. Look, Theo.
I'm trying to get better at that myself.
I bitched about him earlier in the live stream. Look, the he's talented, obviously, but to that level, no way.
No way. He isn't as talented as I am broadcasting. Does he take his voice register up and down as I figured out how to do since I was 18 years old?
Most popular podcast in America or the world. No, I can't accept that. No, I cannot accept that. Let's get rid of this guy. You needed to be on the big screen with your comment, but instead
the link was over here now. No, it's over here now.
You're banned.
Opie seems to be quite annoyed.
Kevin Brennan said he's not going to click the link because it's not 2004.
I'm glad I didn't jump. Great comment.
Did he? See, I can't trust the Aldo. Aldo is a guy that likes to start nonsense. So,
oh my God, do you trust these people in your chat? You need to. That's. Do you think that Aldo knows Kevin Brennan and that's how he has the inside information? Brennan isn't broadcasting at this hour in the morning. He's an afternoon guy.
I'd even be telling the truth, Aldo, but I've been watching you very closely. You start a lot of nonsense on my live stream.
Okay, maybe Brennan said it on the previous day's broadcast, but I don't believe Brennan ever brought up Ope. like in Opie's head, he's still very known and popular. But no, Ope, I don't think Brennan has used your name on the show since the last time Anthony Cumia was. Oh no, those two had a falling out. So never mind. Anthony Cumia isn't coming on MLC either. Let me just end that.
So you can't be trusted anymore. So I don't believe you. I'm sorry. All right, I got to get another cup of coffee. Man, I feel like Opie this morning. My lower back.
Oh, are you going to leave the stream like Darkside Phil to get your coffee?
All I'm missing is a view like
Darkside Phil left his stream for a fucking hour. There was just an empty chair for a goddamn hour recently. Oh man, he's been doing this what, 15 years Darkside Phil's been doing this, and he just left an empty chair. I'll be back. It might be 20 minutes, it might be an hour. You end the stream, Mr. Side Phil.
Here you go, Greg Buell. My scars are like healing from getting my shit burnt off. I get it burnt off every year. Oh my God, the comments are like forever. You guys really want to talk this morning, huh?
Opie, that's a good thing. When your chat is active, that's a good thing, and it gets the video out there more often. Oh wow, you need a producer. You're boomering it up. You are like far end boomering it up, like not the X end boomer who kind of has an understanding of things. This is more the fuck. Gonna try to use archaic words, and they just weren't coming to me.
And there's
let's go on.
A decent number of people watching for this early in the morning. All right, let me put
the Dabbleverse has infiltrated Ope,
and then I got to get a cup of coffee. Stuttering John's a mess. You're just an idiot.
Actually, those are all accurate. Stuttering John is a mess. His daughter is trans and now a man. He's a drunk mess. Fix yourself, Opie. Is this to Opie? Fix yourself, mom. Oh yeah, Opie. You were like had a certain amount of mental health awareness when you started broadcasting again. Talking about how you were at fault for some things, the staff was at fault for some things, and you're going to work things out. But now you've degenerated, and everything is everyone else's fault, and you were just Mr. Perfect. I think you're too proud to get help. Yeah, this guy, Jimbo Morrison. Have I talked to him in the Dabbleverse chats? I don't know. 100% on the nose with both Stuttering John and Opie, but Opie is a millionaire. Like when you're a millionaire, and I would be amazed if Opie has wasted all that money. The way Anthony Cumia talks about all that money that both of them got, but Opie is trying to skimp money by skipping out on $600 a month parking in a garage by doing, we haven't seen that in a year. Opposite side of the street parking. That is my favorite Opie broadcasting, which he's at the beach. We need him back in New York City, and very much being frugal, not going to pay his apartment structure, his condo structure, the rent to park there. So he goes opposite side of the street on street sweeping days, or maybe that's a daily thing in New York. There are some cities that enforce you can't be here all day. You've got to go to the opposite side of the street. Opie, we wish you well. I would put you on my wellness plan graph, but you're a millionaire. You don't need to take advice from some dope.
If his daughter is now a son, why does that bother you if the kid's happy? Jimbo, you're a pathetic person. Now I know why you need me to make peace with Anthony, because
the thing is, over on I believe it was Cardiff Electric's channel, he played the audio recently where Stuttering John first publicly talked about his child going through a transition, and the downtroddenness in his voice. You can just hear it. He is not happy or proud of getting along with this fact in any type of way. He is just very downtrodden about this situation that he's in.
You think like him with your...
And he likes to put up a front that he's just so happy, and he uses that child as a shield all the time. But listening to that show where you reveal, and you're just very sad about it. You are not happy that this is going on in your life with your new son.
Why don't you effing read a book or go back to school? So Stern John's a mess because his daughter's now a son. Is that what you're trying to get at?
There's many, many, many other reasons why he's a mess. Tune in on Stuttering John's channel today at 1 p.m. Eastern to see just what it is. I certainly will be screen capturing. That will probably be an episode next week of co-host auditions.
Like, I find people like you completely pathetic. A, it's none of your effing business. B, I would assume that the kid is a lot happier because the kid figured out that they were in the wrong body. Yeah,
the kid is also happier because they haven't spoken to John in months, and every year it's only a few times.
One of those guys. I do believe in that stuff, and we all do. You see the people walking around. We used to be confused, like, wait, that's a woman? Yeah, we see it. It's been like that my whole life. You see the people that they look like they're in the wrong body.
I like aggravated Opie. I'm glad I didn't jump ahead. I am a big fan of aggravated Opie. Command Shift 3.
What a jerk. You're too proud. And now you think I'm mentally ill. All right, let me get rid of this idiot.
You used to acknowledge your mental illness, and now you flat out deny it. You know that mental illness runs in your bloodline. Your mom, you have spoken very at length about what a loony tune that woman was, and you've got it. You need to address it to keep it under control, because you too are a Looney Tune. I love when you get all Yosemite Sam on us like this. Keep going.
Oh my God. I will say it again for the people that truly want to listen. When you have a mentally ill mom, right?
Here we go.
It worries the shit out of you, especially when you start having your own family. I've been in therapy for more years than I could count.
What? No way. Fuck. You've been actively working on this, Hope? Shit. You might want to switch therapists. It's not going well. Coming from an outside source, switch therapists. Maybe you and Howard. No, whoever Howard's seeing, whoever you're seeing, stop it. Nobody see them again. They're not worth their weight in anything.
I was going to say 10, but it's more than that. And it was determined. I have literally no mental crap going on. None. Because I was really worried about that. I was thinking,
okay. Maybe this is a whole industry. The therapists to the millionaires who just agree with them because they're getting paid enough money to agree with you. That is just not an accurate statement, Opie. Being that you live a public life and we're in the public eye, no, you are not mentally well. No, you're not.
I was thinking, well, if I'm going to have a family, I want to make sure I get on top of this stuff and make sure, I do the right thing as a parent. You're just a pathetic loser, Jimbo.
Everyone at the Opie and Anthony show was against me. They were plotting against me at the Opie and Anthony show. And that's why I don't talk to anyone from the Opie and Anthony show. And everyone talks to Anthony except for a select few. And E-Rock has all the friends still from back in the day. And I myself pushed a guy to suicide, but I have nothing wrong with myself. And he himself wasn't. He was Opie was a contributing factor in that self-ending. He was. You listen back to the audio, it wasn't his fault that the guy did it, but Opie didn't help.
But go back to Anthony because that's exactly where you need to be. Literally none.
Yes, and the corner link.
Corn diff. That crap. He's gone. God, what a just terrible person.
You're talking about Ant still, right? You're not talking about corn diff. Well, come on, go to the garden, Opie. Get the corn. Get the potato. We've got a second German potato who's psychedelic now. I wish you would have chosen another vegetable or a fruit. We've already got a potato, psychedelic potato.
You hate Stuttering John so much that you're going after his kid. That's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
John brings that up all the time. That's something that people aren't digging for. It's just responding to John.
And if you don't agree with me with the daughter turning into a son thing, that's fine. Literally, it's fine. As long as you don't have the hate. That guy has the hate. That's the problem.
Is it Howard Fine Howard?
It's been
Oh,
my
that means a
life
different
experience.
meaning
I'm
to
an
you
older
than it
guy
does to
now.
Three Stooges
I've
fans.
seen it my whole life. You see the people that are they're just in the wrong space. It's obvious. Do some of those people maybe get it wrong? Sure, why not? Nothing's perfect in this world. Nothing.
I like this, Opie.
I see. Like I said earlier, I guess
I don't think Opie likes this, Opie, though. He's getting annoyed and angry, and he doesn't like that. But man, this is peak Opie. I'm glad I tuned into this. This is what you should be all the time, Opie.
Where you from? In New York, we see the trans kids. And I've seen nothing but well-adjusted kids. If you want to know the truth, I know it's gonna bother.
So you haven't seen your kids in a long time, then?
You, and now you're not gonna be able to watch my live stream anymore. But I see it for myself in New York City. Now you live somewhere else in the country. You have a
Cheddar name. Oh, you're a family member of our friend Nicholas there, aren't you?
different way
I'm
of
not
living.
going to repeat that name because I'm attempting to get monetized.
To agree with me. I'm just giving you my observations.
Oh my God, the chat over on Opie's channel is on fire. I've got to get in there. This is a party.
My crap is just observations. I'm not one of those guys trying to convince you to think like me. I don't need that. Why would I need that? But for a pathetic soul to go after Stuttering John's kids because they don't like him, that's
Opie, do you remember how you talked about Terry Clifford and then everyone up in Rochester had to browbeat you into being silent for future Terry Clifford segments? Opie, Terry Clifford.
pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
There was something about a Klingon flag.
Go after everything else about him if you want. I've had a lot of these pathetic souls go after my kids.
He's just reading all the chats and getting angrier and angrier. That's why you need me here, associate producer, co-host. I will go through the chats and oh man, I do want you to get to get this angry all the time, though.
Say this, but I'm going to today. They try to say there was
this is something I would watch unironically. This is a blast.
There's absolutely
maybe you don't need me, Opie. Shit. Opie doesn't need a co-host after all. He just needs an antagonizing chat room, and he has got a great show.
But, when they hate you, they'll just pull out all the stops, and then they'll just try to push an agenda forward. The fact is, my daughter's completely normal.
I imagine I'm going to see this chatter in the Dabbleverse chat rooms. I have not seen you, Mr. Uppity.
A very smart, intelligent kid with a really good sense of humor and an eye for art. And she's also very athletic too. And there's literally nothing.
Good morning, squad, the Pod Squad.
But,
is Opie still trying to make the Pod Squad a thing? You're the only squad member, Opie.
My kids too.
Okay, seems like he's calming down.
Well, why don't you make it now?
Or not?
I don't want to be around people like that. Have you figured it out? Just figure it out.
Oh, figure it out. Who was that? Oh, that was a Nickelodeon show. Yeah, Summer Sloan was hot. Summer Sloan?
Right, I got to get another cup of coffee. Maybe calm down a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, he's aware of how aggravated he is, and he's trying. If you keep reading the chat, you're not going to get less aggravated, Opie.
Morning. But anything about Anthony just
that's right. That's what kicked it off. A comment about Anthony kicked off this big anger fest, and he steered away from talking about Anthony, but he is fucking pissed.
In a bad mood.
I love you in a bad mood, Opie. Do it all the time. Do it every show.
Or the people he attracts.
I'll subscribe to your Patreon if Angry Opie is on every episode. Man, yeah, unangry Opie, you need me. You need a co-host, but angry Opie, yeah, you can tell me to hit the bricks. You don't need a co-host at all, angry Opie.
Homeless, and so be it. That's what will happen. Yeah, let's turn some names green today. That means if if you
Give me money.
join my memberships on YouTube, you
$5.
Great,
Oh,
and then I
that's
give you
right. That's right.
priority,
Yeah, I'm thinking of the $5 super chat. Turning names green.
as far
Give
as
me some
putting me on the
members.
big
Give me
screen,
some
of
monthly
course, super
memberships.
chats.
Give me some renewable money, folks. I only have $10 million left, not 90 million, because
you on
I
the big
haven't
screen
been managing my money
a
well.
lot quicker. And if you're just an old OJ, a name I recognize, or if you're from the private Facebook group, okay? All right, then. Fury in the
Everyone's asking for
There
corn
you
diff.
go, John.
Opie, you and corn. Actually, yeah. Once again, corn diff, great co-host with you. Have you had Cardiff on? You've had Cardiff on, haven't you?
Just do MLC. I offered the other thing to Kevin.
Opie won't go on other people's shows, will he? Go on MLC. I'm sure Kevin Brennan. Is he 4 days a week? Kevin Brennan will have you. Kevin Brennan isn't up this early. I don't think.
Show so he can make even more super chats. I need to. Make
Opie hasn't been on anyone's show like ever, has he? Like to promote Opie and Anthony back in the day, to promote the Opie Radio podcast when it debuted and failed within a couple of months. He's never done anyone's show, has he? I can't think of a single Opie interview. I can't think of him on air outside of his own show ever.
Super chats if you want to know the truth. So I gave him the link for the second day in a row. He ain't going to pop on here because there's no money in it for him. He just wants to make super chat money. Fair enough.
We all want to make that super chat money, which leads me back to another shill segment, folks. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, get in the chat, leave some comments so more people will see this. The sooner I'll get monetized and I won't have to get an awful job back in the fall when I start needing money again. I could make this my passive income or my active income. What else you got to say, Ope?
So the other thing I said to I guess, I don't know if I officially sent it to him, but I tweeted to the point where people got the message back to him. I said, look, I'll sit here like an idiot at 4 o'clock. I'll give you the link for my live stream. And on your end, you figure out the technology and I'll jump on. And then at least I can get some.
That's Levy. Levy is too old to learn it. So that's why he is propping up 2 different networks, MLC and the Voldemort of networks.
I made that deal with him too.
Propping up this awful network. Because
Right.
Levy doesn't want to learn StreamYard. Levy, I think even you can learn StreamYard.
What's up with that? What is up? You conspiracy nuts. You could go with the
what about the conspiracy potatoes?
You could go with the flat earth crap. You could
he's calming down. Opie's calming himself down. That was a nice little streak we had. Let's wrap it up coming soon. How does Opie act to a super chat? Let's jump there.
On the road every week anymore. And we were trying to get him a damn show. And at the end of his life, there was actually a contract on
They're trying to get him riled up again with Jim. I don't think Jim Norton gets Opie as riled up as Anthony does. Wow, what a streak.
One of the middle management.
You just need to come into every show, sit down and think about Anthony. What a show you were having there when you were pissed off about Anthony.
The part I never told you was it was on their desk for a while. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Give this idiot a show. How did that work out for you?
Jim Norton was the best as the third mic. Maybe as a second mic, he would still be fantastic, but that Jim and Sam show, woo! Whoa, stinky.
And then you got Ron Bennington, who is by far a much better interviewer, a much better broadcaster than Howard Stern. And now you take his replay.
But Ron Bennington doesn't ask people about his parent issue. Let's just hear more from Opie. I fucked that thought up.
Play away. He's better than Joe Rogan. How did that work out for you? It's not working out for you. So, yeah, Jim and Sam have a show and I don't. But, what you learn in this business is there's a lot of stuff that's simply not fair.
I was hoping you would get more excited at $5.
See, this is what I hate. I'll be honest. My numbers are really good today because I'm ranting and raving like a stupid lunatic.
His numbers are really good today. They're still under 1,000. For someone who used to speak to millions, under 1,000. Like 10,000 seems about accurate for you. Like that's numbers I would be happy about. having no history in radio, not being it in 18 years, but you ran off millions of people.
Lunatic, but
under
I have no desire to
1,000.
do this on the
Good.
regular basis.
Dollar store
Yeah, I can't.
sunglasses are back. Yeah, you take
see
off
that
those
anymore.
dollar
Good
store
morning, Hope.
sunglasses.
I heard Theo got a hate speech strike. If you want to forget about it and his BS, maybe one of Chad's hype trains will do the job. No, man, it's just, you know,
We
it
don't
comes up
associate with
and
criminals over
I'm-
here
I'm
on the
stupid
Dillon from
for,
Somewhere
taking the
channel.
bait today. But, you know, am I stupid? The numbers are really way higher than
Well, I guess we
usual.
do, but not that criminal.
All right. Should we start wrapping up? Wrap it up.
I guess
if you like
not,
any of
because you
this
went on
stuff,
for
you know,
another
we're
30
trying for, like,
minutes.
50 likes every
And
morning,
yeah, you
and
weren't
then
able
we're
to
gonna
get
try to
Kevin
move on.
Brennan, but you
I
were able
thought you
to
were
get the
gonna
leader
say-
of the
I can't be
Shuli
the only
Whack
one. I
Pack.
thought you were going to say my teen mom.
Team, people make may make fun of Jake, but I think he's awesome for being who he is.
And I
Yeah,
don't think I want to get too
bro,
too involved in Jake Hudson. That's Opie's deal. I'm not a whack pack guy. Did you do anything after Jake Ope? Nope. You had him till the end. I think let's go ahead and get some TikToks in. That's enough of Opie. Oh, and they're all going to just start without me triggering them because I had to restart. I had to refresh the page. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. And I should be going to this one. Yeah, that one. Get rid of you. And let's go to some TikToks. First up, let's see something from Titty Talk.
The equation of matrices is negative b plus or minus the square root of 4ac all over 2a. You're welcome.
Thank you. I will remember that now. All I need is it printed on titties. And our next call, our first call, we have got a phony phone call. This lady is like a Christy Richards. I really enjoy this. I follow a few phony phone callers over on TikTok, and there's this lady who's a tryhard who just doesn't get the job done. And I need her name. I need to plug this. Soaking in Oatmeal has so many great phony phone calls up on her page. I was looking for one about 2 minutes or less. So here's a 2-minute phony phone call from Soaking in Oatmeal.
Hello, this is Tom Phillips Painting. How can I help you?
Hey, Tom.
Who is this?
This is going to sound really weird. I live on your street. I was walking up the street a few days ago and I saw you hitting a punching bag in your backyard.
Yeah.
I actually have been walking by every day since.
She's got specific details. That's great. She got a short story of mention this, fantastic.
To see if I could see you, and most days I do see you. The reason I'm calling is I want to challenge you to a duel.
Wait, what?
I don't like the aggression you take out on the punching bag.
The punching bag.
I want to challenge you to a duel, and if I win, you have to allow me to teach you my technique. No, this isn't a prank. Do you think that I'm not being serious right now? You think I don't take my life seriously?
Fantastic. She is selling
Don't piss me off, Tom.
That's the moment where it all could have broken down, and she took it to the level of getting just so stern. No, absolutely not.
This sounds like a joke.
Why do you keep insulting me? Okay, listen. I followed you to your dojo class. I know that you're taking a yellow belt exam later.
Okay, who is this? Hey, what's your name?
My name's Debbie.
Debbie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just have been watching you in your backyard.
And he's buying it at this point. She's shut him down very serious several times about, is this a joke? He is fully buying it at this point.
For a long time. And I have a crush on you.
Okay.
And I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Great.
I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Yes, taking a turn into stalker territory. I really want to beat you up because I'm attracted to you.
How'd you get my number?
I took it out of a piece of mail out of your mailbox.
What?
I knocked on your door and you didn't answer, so I took a piece of your mail.
Yeah, just don't call me again.
I love you.
Yeah, don't call me.
Well done, soaking in oatmeal. I have seen a lot of phony phone callers recently because the algorithm knows I enjoy that. And soaking in oatmeal by far is my favorite of all the phony phone callers in modern day. I imagine Richard Christie still sounds as modern day, but I think of him as yesteryear because no one listens to Howard Stern. What are you, mentally ill? Are you Opie? And here we've got a little bit of a video game review.
JFK Reloaded is a very short game that puts players in the shoes of Lee Harvey Oswald.
So in order to win, the player has to fire all 3 of the shots that Oswald allegedly fired at the exact same time, exact same angle, exact same distance.
JFK Reloaded creator Kirk Ewing's intention was to validate the findings of the Warren Commission. It was possible for a single shooter to fire these shots from this location and achieve this result.
And
but what ends up happening, because it's so short, you either get players who try again and again to recreate the assassination, potentially getting closer to it, potentially getting farther away from it, but you sort of get the accrual of like, man, this is really hard. Was this even possible?
Was this well, the problem is you're not equipping us with a magic bullet. We need a magic bullet to get that shot done and out of the way.
Nobody who has played JFK Reloaded has ever been able to recreate Lee Harvey Oswald's shots. And that's normal, right? A, it's a game. The conditions are totally different.
Yeah,
B,
different.
If I resurrected Lee Harvey Oswald and put him in the book depository, I don't think he'd be able to recreate his shots to the second at the exact same angles because he was a human being and not a JFK assassinating robot, despite what conspiracies might tell you.
I'm looking forward to playing that game and not assassinating JFK like Lee Harvey Oswald because there's no one on the grassy knoll. I need my buddy on the grassy knoll to help me out there. Well, thank you for joining today. We had fun with the Opester. Hopefully this one gets a shitload of views like the other one did. Well, shitload for me. If we're talking YouTube schematics, they're garbage views. But for me, wow, what a bunch of views. We have Sarah Silverman tomorrow. I had a really bad time the first 20 minutes of my last Sarah Silverman episode before I started getting slap happy and having a lot of fun. And we have a life plan for wellness. I have got a graph with some of our repeat hosts with a plan of wellness. So we will debut that tomorrow. And it will be what I have told her before, but just in print. We miss you, charming, happy Sarah. We don't like this joyless ghoul that has taken her place. And hopefully charming, happy Sarah Silverman will return one day. Opie, oof. Yeah. That's a harder case. Actually, I don't know which case is harder, Opie or Sarah Silverman. Those are 2 hard nuts to bust, and they do have a lot of money. So it's gonna be hard to get them to get out of their unwell ways. Once again, thank you for joining, folks. Now,